Welcome to Tech Insights Podcast, where we explore the cutting edge of technology and business innovation. I'm your host, Yash, and today we're embarking on an in-depth exploration of administrative workflows and how modern development approaches are fundamentally transforming business operations. We'll be discussing everything from automation strategies to integration challenges, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have Rohan from Dev Technosys joining us today. Rohan brings extensive expertise in workflow optimization and has helped numerous organizations streamline their operations. Rohan, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me, Yash. It's truly a pleasure to be here and share insights about how we're helping businesses transform their administrative processes through innovative technological solutions. This is such a critical area for organizational efficiency, and I'm excited to dive into the details with your listeners today.
Let's start with establishing a solid foundation for our discussion. For our listeners who might not be intimately familiar with this space, could you help us understand what exactly administrative workflows encompass in today's business context? More importantly, why have these processes become so critically important for modern organizations striving to maintain competitive advantage and operational excellence?
That's an excellent starting point, Yash. Administrative workflows are essentially the structured sequences of tasks, processes, and decision points that form the operational backbone of any organization. Think of everything from comprehensive employee onboarding and multi-level document approvals to sophisticated expense management systems, client communications, compliance tracking, and resource allocation. These are the fundamental operations that, when properly optimized through thoughtful design and technology integration, can dramatically boost organizational efficiency, significantly reduce human error rates, free up valuable human resources for more strategic and creative work, and ultimately drive substantial cost savings while improving overall service quality and employee satisfaction.
That comprehensive explanation really highlights the strategic importance of getting these workflows right. So, what's Dev Technosys' distinctive approach to tackling these complex workflow challenges? How do you help businesses not just automate, but truly transform their administrative operations to achieve meaningful, sustainable improvements that align with their broader business objectives and digital transformation strategies?
At Dev Technosys, we take a holistic and strategic approach that goes beyond simple automation. It begins with a comprehensive diagnostic phase where we conduct thorough process mapping and analysis of existing workflows, identifying not just obvious bottlenecks and manual interventions, but also uncovering hidden inefficiencies, redundant approval layers, and areas where data silos create operational friction. We then design custom workflow solutions that leverage cutting-edge automation technologies, seamless integration capabilities, and intuitive user interfaces that prioritize user adoption. Our methodology emphasizes continuous improvement through data analytics, ensuring that the solutions we implement not only streamline current operations, but also provide valuable insights for ongoing optimization and strategic decision-making. We focus on creating systems that are both technically robust and organizationally sustainable.
That strategic approach sounds incredibly comprehensive. Could you share some specific, real-world examples of how you've successfully implemented these solutions across different industries? What kind of measurable results and return on investment have businesses actually experienced, both in terms of quantitative metrics like time savings and cost reduction, as well as qualitative improvements in areas like employee satisfaction, customer experience, and operational resilience?
Absolutely, Yash. Let me share a particularly compelling case study from one of our recent projects with a mid-sized financial services company that was struggling with an incredibly complex client onboarding process. Their legacy system involved multiple departments working in isolation, extensive manual data entry across 7 different disconnected systems, significant compliance verification delays, and client frustration due to the 3 to 4 week onboarding timeline. We implemented a comprehensive automated workflow system that integrated seamlessly with their CRM, document management platform, compliance monitoring tools, and even external regulatory databases. The transformation was remarkable. We achieved a 70% reduction in average onboarding time, completely eliminated data entry errors through automated validation, reduced compliance review time by 85%, and most importantly, saw client satisfaction scores improve from 65% to 92%. The system also provided real-time analytics that helped them identify process bottlenecks we hadn't even initially identified, creating additional efficiency gains over time.
Those results are truly impressive and demonstrate the transformative potential of well-executed workflow optimization. Speaking of execution, what about the implementation challenges? I imagine that transforming established processes isn't always smooth sailing, especially in regulated industries or organizations with deeply embedded legacy systems. What are some of the most common hurdles and resistance points that businesses encounter when modernizing their administrative workflows? And how do you help them navigate these complex change management and technical integration challenges?
You've hit on absolutely critical points, Yash. The challenges are indeed multifaceted and often more about people and process than pure technology. The biggest hurdle is typically change management, overcoming organizational inertia, addressing skill gaps, and helping teams adapt to new ways of working. There's also the significant technical challenge of integrating with legacy systems that were never designed to work together in modern, interconnected environments. Data migration can be incredibly complex, especially when dealing with decades of historical information across multiple formats and quality levels. Ensuring robust security, compliance throughout the new workflow architecture is absolutely non-negotiable, particularly in regulated industries. And perhaps most importantly, maintaining business continuity during the transition phase requires meticulous planning. We address these challenges through a combination of careful stakeholder engagement, comprehensive training programs that emphasize the why behind changes, phased implementation approaches that minimize disruption, and building solutions that are not just technically sound, but also intuitively designed to provide immediate value to end users. We found that when people see how these systems make their jobs easier and more meaningful, adoption follows naturally.
That comprehensive approach to change management is clearly essential for success. Looking toward the future, what emerging trends and technological advancements do you see shaping the next evolution of administrative workflows? Where is this technology heading in terms of artificial intelligence integration, predictive capabilities, and the increasing democratization of workflow design through no-code platforms? How should organizations be preparing today to leverage these upcoming innovations effectively?
We're witnessing several profoundly exciting trends that are reshaping the landscape of administrative workflows. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are moving beyond basic automation to enable truly intelligent, predictive workflow systems that can anticipate bottlenecks, recommend optimizations, and even automate complex decision-making processes. There's a powerful movement toward no-code and low-code platforms that democratize workflow design, allowing business users and subject matter experts to create and modify workflows without extensive technical expertise. This is fundamentally changing how organizations approach digital transformation. The shift toward cloud-native, API-first architectures continues to accelerate, providing unprecedented flexibility, scalability, and integration capabilities. We're also seeing increased emphasis on workflow analytics and continuous improvement mechanisms built directly into platforms, creating self-optimizing systems. And perhaps most importantly, there's growing recognition that the most successful workflow solutions blend human expertise with automated efficiency, creating collaborative environments where technology enhances rather than replaces human judgment and creativity.
That future vision is both exciting and strategically important for organizations to understand. For businesses that are just beginning to consider modernizing their administrative workflows, perhaps feeling overwhelmed by the scope of transformation or uncertain about where to start, what practical, actionable advice would you offer them? How should they approach prioritization, resource allocation, and partner selection to ensure they embark on this journey successfully and achieve meaningful, sustainable results rather than getting bogged down in complexity or scope creep?
That's an excellent question that gets to the heart of successful digital transformation. My advice would be to start with a clear, honest assessment of your most significant pain points. Identify which processes are causing the most frustration, creating the biggest delays, or resulting in the costliest errors. Don't fall into the trap of trying to boil the ocean. Instead, pick one or two key areas where improvements will deliver the most immediate and visible impact. Engage directly with the team members who actually use these processes daily. They often have the deepest insights into what needs to change and why current approaches aren't working. Build a clear business case that articulates not just cost savings, but also improvements in quality, compliance, employee satisfaction, and customer experience. When selecting partners, look for expertise not just in technology implementation, but also in change management and organizational design. Most importantly, approach this as an ongoing journey of continuous improvement rather than a one-time project. Start small, demonstrate quick wins, build momentum, and then scale your successes across the organization. The most successful transformations are those